Joining us now from Columbia, South Carolina, capital of the state, is Patrick Brown. He is a fellow at the Ethics and Public Policy Center. That's a conservative group, think tank based in D.C. Why do you think younger Americans in particular are souring on capitalism, which has been proven over and over and over again to be the way to lift yourself from poverty, from working class status into affluence? What has changed?
Well, capitalism definitely has a PR problem. There's no doubt about it. When you look at the polling, the young people today, they do have that hesitancy. They hear capitalism and they think not the Bill O'Reilly of the 1970s scrapping his way to become, who he became, but of a big healthcare CEO denying coverage to somebody who they saw on social media, or trying to get on the ladder themselves and feeling like it's just impossible to start a family or buy a house. I think those are some of the concerns that people have. And so when you ask them, do you like capitalism, they're comparing it in their head to some sort of ideal other system. They're not thinking of the Soviet Union or even the high tax rates that someone like presumptive mayor of New York, perhaps Mamdani, would propose. They're thinking about, well, I would love to have capitalism that works a little bit better for me in my circumstance in life.
But isn't that stupidity? So it takes a while to amass assets. It takes years to do it. When I first started out, I rented an apartment. I didn't have enough money to buy a house. Couldn't put a down payment on a house. I had to buy a used car. Okay, but I accepted it. That's how you start. And then I put off a family because I knew I couldn't afford a family, and then try to, stair-step a career. So isn't it stupidity or naivete or something now? Are these people that dumb? They don't understand that it takes time to build affluence?
I think naivete might be a good word for it. I think you look at the rising age of first time people get married is now in their 30s. First time having a kid, it's risen tremendously since the early 70s, late 70s. People are delaying these milestones in life much later than they used to. Part of that's because that sense that it's just harder to get on the treadmill maybe than it used to be. Part of it is because we're a richer country now, right? And people are on their phones or watching Netflix and they see, wow, that's a beautiful house. That's my ideal of what a house needs to look like for me to be able to buy it. Well, that's not affordable for somebody in their 20s, but the hedonic treadmill keeps pushing us up. Whereas
Wait, Patrick, wait a minute. Remember that show Lifestyles that are Rich and Famous with dopey Robin Leach? Remember that? Remember that show? Yeah. Okay, it's the same thing. I saw that show. Oh, look at hello, I'm out here. Yeah, I'm not an idiot. I'm 27. I know I can't afford it, but maybe when I'm 40, I can. The unrealistic expectations, not only younger Americans, but a lot across the board, that they think that everything's going to work out. Yeah, bad health companies, bad insurance companies, all day long. But you fight it. That's why I opened up the concierge membership to BillO'Reilly.com. So when you get hosed, I'll help you fight it. But you can win most of those fights. But if you go to Canada, which has socialized medicine, socialize this, socialize that, you want a knee transplant, you can't get one. And we'll give you one 6 years from now. Cold and flu season coming on up. We all know it. And it really is nothing to take lightly. So when people start getting sick all across the country, medications disappear. Everybody wants it at the same time. So it's very, very smart to have a pharmacy you can count on, like All Family Pharmacy. Right now, they're helping Americans get ahead of the curve with 10% off antibiotics, antivirals, other essentials. You know how important it is to have the right meds when you get sick, particularly when your kids get sick. You don't want to be going into the doctor's office, spending all the time. You want to have them at your home. So if you have a few months' supply, you don't have to worry. And that's what we're doing here. If you believe in medical freedom, okay, and taking care of your family, as I do, this is the pharmacy for you. Please go to allfamilypharmacy.com/Bill. Use code BILL10 to save 10%. You go over to Britain, try to get your teeth fixed in Great Britain, good luck to you.
They
All
might
right.
offer you assisted suicide instead. But
Yeah,
there's
right.
definitely a sense where people are not thinking about the real life alternatives, right? Again,
Okay.
yeah, Canada,
But why aren't
Scandinavia,
they?
they have to pay for it for sure. It's a lot higher tax rates. The government gets way more involved in people's lives than I think even the most diehard supporters of Bernie Sanders would ever want. And so there is some resetting of expectations that I would agree with you that would be helpful. But also, look, we spend $7 on seniors for every one that we do on kids and families from the federal level. It's fair to say, hey, look, let's think about the ways that we've stacked the deck in favor of long-term homeowners instead of people getting out, getting just started in life. Let's build more housing, make the cost of living more affordable. I think those are some of the political things we can do to kind of tamp down some of this
All right,
resentment.
but that's local and state. Okay, capitalism is a global economic system. I don't object to anybody in any state or any county putting up housing that's affordable. I think it's a good thing. Okay, but capitalism itself requires an understanding. And I think the public school system, this is the key to it, doesn't teach that. They don't know these kids. They come out with all of this unrealistic expectation that I'm going to have this, I'm going to have that. Why does somebody have it? I don't have it. That kind of a thing. You got to work hard for it. That's why America is a great country. It's built on the backs of the working class that wanted to move up and was willing to make the sacrifice. These kids just want it handed to them. They're spoiled. And this is what they're taught in school. You deserve this. You don't have it because society's evil. The corrupt billionaires, that kind of garbage. They're being lied to, but these Americans who want socialism and reject capitalism, they want to believe this stuff. It's not based on
There's
any
definitely
reality.
and there's definitely an element to that. And there was a law passed in Ohio, I think last year or the year before, that actually required high school students to learn the fundamentals of just basic economics, supply, demand,
Yeah.
why these things work the way they do. I think it's a great idea. It would also help if businesses kind of step back from trying to be social justice warriors like we saw during the COVID era, where everybody had the flags and the rainbows and the Black Lives Matter type stuff. I think that also kind of poisons the well. What are companies actually for? Are they for delivering services and making life more affordable, or are they trying to play cultural influencer? That's probably also some part of the aspect as well.
Yeah, and there are good and bad corporations. All right, I've worked for both. Corporations are rotten, awful, terrible, greedy, and I've also operated in a benign atmosphere. Hey, Patrick, really appreciate your time. Thanks for helping us out. And hopefully we'll bring you back.